Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I have a very exciting video for you today because today is the day that I canter off the lunge line for the very first time. I've literally been waiting for this day since like my very first lesson ever, and today I'm going to be riding Daisy and she's literally the perfect horse for this. Whoops. So, came out here looking for Daisy because I didn't check the lesson board. I mean, like, I checked for my name, but I didn't check to see if she was in the lesson before me. So I think that she is because I can't find her. I've given Edith a carrot and now she's following me. I think she wants to come in for a ride. So as per usual, I went looking for Daisy in the field when she was already inside, so that's okay. I got to hang out with Edith, and so while we waited for the lesson before us to finish, I just hung out with Pumbaa the pig. And now it was time to go in, and there you can see Mr. Rolo. I haven't ridden him in so long, and I miss him. He's a sweetheart. And here is beautiful Daisy. Daisy is literally, I love all the horses. I don't have favorites, but Daisy is absolutely perfect. She's a star. I love her. She's an angel. She's perfect. So before I got on her, I obviously went to do my prep steps, and I noticed that the saddle pad and the half pad, and honestly the saddle itself, was just sitting way too far back. So I decided that, you know what, I want her to be comfortable. It's important for your tack to fit and for it to be fitted properly on the horse. So I decided to just, untack her and retack her right then and there, which was actually kind of difficult to do, like holding the saddle in one hand and then trying to put all the tack on the other hand, but it was worth it. It fits so much nicer after, and I'm sure that it feels so much more better and comfortable for her. So we're gonna just finish tacking up and then I'm gonna get on. And so today, as I mentioned, we are cantering off the lunge line, and the deal was that if we do lots of no stirrup work and our leg looks nice and solid and stable, then we get to canter off the lunge line. So it's gonna be a tough lesson today with lots of no stirrup work, but honestly I would do an entire lesson of no stirrup work if it meant that I got to canter off the lunge line. So today we had to ride in the indoor arena. It's been quite rainy and muddy and gloomy the past few days, so the outdoor arena was just too wet for us to ride outside, so we had to ride inside, and we haven't ridden inside in so long because the weather has been so nice. I forgot how small this arena is. It's like half the size of the one outside, and just being enclosed by the walls make it seem a lot smaller, but this is where we spend like most of our time because the winter is so long. So we really gotta appreciate and take advantage of the times that we can be outside. The first exercise that we're starting off with is weaving through the poles down the center line. And as we're weaving through the poles, we are holding our half seat, and then we go back to posting at the end, and then we're supposed to switch directions. My second time through, I forgot that we were supposed to switch directions, and I just went the same direction again, but it's okay. There wasn't any traffic jams, no crashes, it was all good. This was a fun exercise. I like half seat. Really shows me if I have any imbalances, if my foot is too far back or too far forward. And once you have a good balance in half seat, it's actually quite comfortable to ride. And then the weaving is really good for practicing your steering. And I think I just discovered my all-time favorite thing ever is when the horse's tail swishes side to side like that when they trot. I can't believe I never noticed that before, but it is the cutest thing ever. So after this exercise, it was time to move on to lots of no stirrup work, starting with sitting trot to halt transitions.
Sitting trot, halt.
Ooh.
Down with your seat. Hold it tight, tight, and like too far back. Back to sitting trot. Move it back. Move it back. Up a little.
Good girl, Daisy.
And pop.
Ooh. pretty bad.
Take a walk break for a second. Let's go back to posting with no stress. Okay. Let's change direction across the diagonal, posting trot. And let's halt.
Ooh. After that brutally long and brutally painful no stirrup session, it was time to take a well-deserved long break for us and for the horsies, of course. And now we're moving on to our next exercise, stirrups, of course. Put a look out! Put a look out! Oh, it's okay, buddy.
If you guys can manage your spacing, I'd like to see you halt at the pole. And then look back and check if you're straight.
Nope.
Go. Go.
Yeah. This exercise was actually harder than it looks and harder than it sounds, so we just had to get them to halt after going over the poles closest to the end of the wall there, and we had to ensure that they stayed straight, which was actually kind of hard because they were preemptively starting to turn, so gotta make sure that you keep them straight. I think so. After a hard lesson, it was time for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for us to take off our water wings and canter off the lunge line. How many laps do I do? Ooh. Oh my god. I swear I had like the biggest smile on my face the whole time. Definitely have a strong side and a weak side for Canter. And that concludes literally the greatest 5 minutes of my entire existence. Honestly, I had the biggest smile on my face the entire time. It is the best feeling in the entire world. I can't even imagine what it would feel like to gallop on a beach. That is one of my lifelong goals. It's on my bucket list. I cannot die until I canter on the beach. No, gallop on the beach. So yeah, that was an incredible lesson, definitely one to remember in the books. And now it's time, after we cool down, it's time for us to untack. And of course, starting with the bridle, always make sure that you clean off your bit, especially if your horse ate anything while they had the bit in the mouth. It's going to get all gunky and you don't want that to dry and be crusty and gross. And then always neatly put your bridle away so it's ready for the next person, or if it's your bridle, it's nice and neat, ready next time you ride. And then obviously, just how it's very important to groom pre-ride, it's also very important to groom post-ride. So usually we would sponge them down as well, but today, as I mentioned, was gloomy and cold. It was too cold to sponge her down, but a little groom in the sweaty areas is good enough. And then Daisy was patiently waiting for her dinner, a well-earned dinner, because she worked super hard today and she did so well. And then after they were all done eating, it was time to put the girls back outside with their friends. And while we were in, the sky cleared up so much and the sunset was just gorgeous. It was like the absolute perfect end to the most perfect day. Thank you guys for joining. See you in my next video.